You're probably tired of spending hours preparing for exams. Every day you're reading so many notes, books, lectures, and articles that your brain is overwhelmed with information. My name is Alex, and as a computer science student, I understand your struggle. Different projects, presentations, tests, homework, exams, and even trying to fit in gym time consumes so much of your day. That's why I want to share several AI techniques that I personally use to make studying part much faster and more effective. First of all, you have to understand that studying ultimately means that you become smarter. And if it's your goal, you have to study using AI, not use AI instead of studying. This is where many students get lost. They use new tools to get results quickly but aren't actually learning anything, ending up without even basic knowledge or skills. Is that the type of student you want to be? Now that you understand what role AI should play in your education, let's jump to the first step of your study process. Do you know exactly what you want to learn? I mean, precisely. Step-by-step process. What topic you'll start with, what comes next. You might waste hours searching for scattered internet sources that seem related to what you want to learn. But are you certain you're looking for the right information? Mindlessly collecting random knowledge pieces is not only time-consuming, but can actually be counterproductive. This brings us to the first technique, using AI to create detailed roadmap or study plan. When you know what to learn initially, you're much more efficient because you're moving in the right direction from the beginning. The best part is that you can do more than just ask GPT, what should I learn in physics, for example. You can specify your goal or what exam you're preparing for to get more accurate response. Try this template. You're a professor in subject. I have a type of exam soon. Create a detailed study plan for me so I can prepare for this exam. After creating a roadmap, ask your preferred AI model to recommend some sources so you can start taking notes immediately. Once you understand your learning direction, you might wonder, how do I actually speed up note-taking process? AI tools like Study Potion and Notebook LM can easily summarize long texts, articles and videos, or even create notes for you. Actually, I have another really great tool that can help you even further, by transcribing Zoom calls or other video sources even live, translating the transcription to your preferred language, and providing summarization and AI note features. This tool is called Nota, and while it's free to use, you can get a 10% off the pro version through the link in the description. When you build a substantial collection of notes, it might become difficult to read through them mindfully, especially if they're disorganized. A great solution is to ask AI to structure your notes or group them into logical sections. Consider organizing them in table format or another easy-to-read layout to quickly find important information when needed. While rereading your notes may help you learn something, this knowledge won't last long, at least from my personal experience. That's why you have to implement techniques like active recall to improve your attention. My favorite approach is preparing flashcards to review periodically. With AI you can easily create a vast number of flashcards, but for even smoother process, try tools like RamNote, which already has spaced repetition feature, eliminating the need to track when to review your study sets. Even if you've thoroughly mastered your notes, you may still encounter knowledge gaps. But how do you actually identify these gaps? Here's where another really great AI technique comes in. Use prompt like this. You're a professor tutoring subject. I'm preparing for a type of exam and I want you to assess my knowledge by asking me questions related to the topic. You can specify the complexity level you expect or explain the study plan here. If I answer any questions incorrectly, please explain why my initial thought was wrong and provide the correct answer with real-world examples if applicable. As the prompt suggests, AI becomes your personal tutor, who is not only answering your questions but also guides you through your knowledge gaps. Another trick: if you're struggling to understand something complex, try using this phrase in your query. This approach often helps to clarify concepts even if you're completely lost. Believe me. I'd love to know what techniques you use to study more efficiently. Drop them in the comments, and if you found this video valuable, Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more useful content. See you in the next one.